Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to 6 a.m. Yes, I'm here again. All right. And this morning, I wanted to go ahead and share with you my experience with the new BLOOM skincare line. So, I have been using BLOOM for, I think, 2 weeks now, exactly 2 weeks, because I started using it a couple of Tuesdays ago. And here's what I have noticed. So, this is actually super easy to apply. This is the cleanser. It doesn't take much. So if you read the directions, it says to wet your skin with lukewarm water and then just put a small amount of cleanser on the skin and then rinse and pat it dry. So this actually does not take long. And I've heard about other skincare systems where you have to leave it on for so long and then do something else. This is the only one I take off. And at most, I will leave it on, like, say when I'm pulling my clothes out, and then I'll just rinse it off and go about my day. So this skincare system does not take a lot of time, which is fantastic. It actually recommends using it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. I've only been using it in the morning. Now, I did miss one day putting it on because I felt really lousy that day. But other than that, I've put it on faithfully every single day for 2 weeks. And here is what I have noticed. I have noticed that when I first started using it, it seems like my skin really absorbed it in. I still didn't have to use a lot because this is a Young Living product, so it's concentrated. A little goes a long way. But I'll use maybe, a little dot, maybe a dime sized of the cleanser. And that's all it takes to wash my face. And I'll even get my neck and down on my chest a little bit, depending on how much I have left over. Again, I'll let it sit on my skin just a few minutes. And it doesn't even say to do that. That's just me. Before rinsing it off. And then after I've cleansed, then I'll use the essence. Now, it does say to use a generous amount. I'm not sure what a generous amount is, but instead of a dime, I maybe use more of a nickel. I don't use a full quarter-sized amount of this. Look, 2 weeks, and you see how little of this is gone, and that's every day. So the big thing is you just mix it, because you see all those pretty sparkles. You want to make sure those are well mixed in. I just put some in my hand and then spread it all over. You don't take it off. You just leave it on. And then once this is on, then you get the moisturizer and lotion. 2 pumps is all it takes. Actually, now that I've been doing it for a while, I find my face needs even less. So I'm using like a pump and a half, and that covers my face, my neck, and my chest. All right. So I have noticed that as I have been using this BLOOM skincare, that I need even less than I did to begin with, and I didn't need much to begin with. So 2 weeks, and I've just used a tiny little amount, so I still have tons in the bottle, which is fantastic. I have noticed my skin is not as red as it used to be, so it is definitely helping even out my skin tone, which is phenomenal. Especially here on my chest has always been very bright red, especially since I've been getting more sun. Now, while it's not gone after only 2 weeks, I have noticed it has toned down. I've noticed it more in my face, but my face wasn't as red as my chest. So that's awesome. Now, if you remember, I was telling you about these little pimples I've perpetually had on my forehead for years. They have lessened. They're not gone yet, but I have noticed where they have dramatically lessened. My forehead is a lot smoother than it had been in years. So I am very, very pleased with what I am noticing off of the Bloom skincare that I have been using. So I'm very excited that I grabbed it and that I have been using it, and I will, of course, continue to use it because it's amazing. And it smells, y'all, it smells so nice. I really love the way it smells. I also noticed that when I put on the essence and the moisturizer, that my face is ready to go if I want to put on makeup. So, like before I started using the skincare, there's a primer that I would, or yeah, a primer that I would have to put on my face because I wear mineral makeup, and your face has to be just slightly sticky to get the minerals to stay. And so I would use the primer. I've noticed with the Bloom, I didn't even need the primer. And I do have pictures that I am planning on posting of using Bloom with the Savvy. Y'all, it's been crazy. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've got them. I just need to post them. So be keeping an eye out for that. I'll go ahead and get those up. But I just kind of wanted to share with you my thoughts since I have been using the Bloom skincare for 2 weeks. And, can you notice a difference that quickly? Yes. Yes, you can. I did do a 5-day picture comparison, and you could see that there was a difference. But to me, it's much more dramatic now at 2 weeks. I can really see it, and I'll definitely do some more comparison photos after a whole month. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time. I don't have to sit around with stuff on my face forever before washing it off and moving to the next step of the skincare system. The cleanser, it doesn't even say to let it set for any amount of time. I just choose to let it set for maybe a minute or two while I'm doing a couple of other things, wash it off, put on the essence, put on the lotion, and boom, I'm ready for the day. So I really appreciate that it doesn't take a lot of time out of my day to take care of my skin. And like I said, to see results, 2 weeks is pretty phenomenal in my book. All right. So thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on Thursday. Not sure what I'll be sharing, but I will figure it out. All right. Until then, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. See you later. Bye.